Welcome back, Ms. Tamala's class. This is Vanessa. Today we are going to be completing lesson 29, day 5. So go ahead and get out your notebooks, your pencils, or if you printed off the homework pages, go ahead and get that out. When you're ready, go ahead and resume the video. Okay, friends, to start, we are going to review using this model here. So here's what we're going to do. The purpose of this review is just to remember how we regroup ones and add them to the tens. So here's what we're going to do. Find 25 plus 34. 2 tens and 5 ones is our number 25. We know there's a 5 in the ones place and a 2 in the tens place. So all we're going to do, friends, is just write this out with numbers. 2 tens is the same thing as the number 20. And 5 ones can just be transferred over because that is the same thing as just the number 5. Plus 3 tens, 4 ones. When we look at 3 tens, we know that it looks like this written as a number, the number 30. 3 tens is the same as 30. And our 4 ones we can just add right here. That's what that looks like, just the number 4. So now it's much easier to add, boys and girls. All we're going to do is add our tens here and then add our ones here. It's set up very nicely for us. So when we add 20 and 30, or 2 tens and 3 tens together, we get 5 tens, which is equal to the number 50, because 2 plus 3 is 5. 20 plus 30 is 50, or 2 tens plus 3 tens is 5 tens. We're going to add our addition sign there. And all we're going to do here is add our ones together. 5 plus 4. 5 plus 4 is 9. If you needed to draw a picture here or use your fingers, you could have done that. But 5 plus 4, all we're doing is adding those ones, and it's a 9. So we know that 25 plus 34 is equal to 59. When we add 50 plus 9, we get 59 because there is nothing here in the ones place in the number 50. So all we need to do is just plug that 9 in there, and we get 59. Okay, boys and girls, number 1. This problem reads 35 math books and 27 reading books. What is the total number of books? When using the cube method, we are going to circle our important numbers, 33 and 27. We are going to underline what we are talking about. In this case, we're talking about books. And the type of book doesn't matter with this problem, and I'm going to show you why next. For our B, we are going to box our question, or what we do not know. We don't know what the total number of books is. That's what we want to find out. And if you guys notice any magic words that you saw that tell you whether we are adding or subtracting, you can also box those as well. So I see a word right here. That word is total. When we're looking at the word total, that tells us that we are going to be adding. We want to know the total number of books. Altogether, how many books? So here is our equation right here. And we know that we are adding. That's our equation, or our E. So we do have a nice quick drawing for us here that we can use. So the 3 tens and the 3 ones is here. The 2 tens and the 7 ones is here. So all we're going to be doing now is just regrouping these ones to see if we can make a new 10. We already know we have 5 tens total. So I drew 5 tens here because we just added the 3 tens and the 2 tens for a total of 5 tens. Now what we're going to do is add our ones and try and regroup them into a new 10 if it's at all possible. So let's go ahead and count our ones all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 ones. And what do we know about ones? We know that 10 of them equal 110. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can now add that new 10 there because we just regrouped those. So now let's add up our 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we know that 6 10s is equal to 60. And what are we talking about here? We're talking about books. The answer is 60 books. Now we are on number 2. Find 72 plus 22. And this is a multiple choice question. So it's already giving us the answer here somewhere. We just need to figure out which answer is correct. So the easiest and fastest way to do this is just solve this problem. 72 plus 22. So 72 plus 22. I think what we should do is just line it up nicely like we have before and use our words. You could also draw a picture, but I'm going to do it this way. We have in 72 first, 7 10s, and we have 2 1s. We have a 7 in the 10s place and a 2 in the 1s place. When looking at 22, we have a 2 in our 10s place and a 2 in our 1s place. So we are going to write 2 10s and make sure it's lined up nicely, and 2 1s. Now we can create our new addition problem, and we can just solve that up and down. So just like our problem that we did in the very beginning, we're just going to be adding this up and down. So starting over here, we have a 7 plus a 2. You can use your fingers if you'd like. We get 9. We have 9 10s. And when adding our 1s up and down, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. We have 4 1s. And if we have 9 10s and 4 1s, we know the answer is going to be written like this. So, is this 94? No, that's 74. Is this 94? No, there's a 4 in the 1s place, but there's an 8 in the 10s place. It's not right. And is this 94? Yes, it is. So this is going to be our answer, 94. Okay, boys and girls, now we are going to solve this problem, number 3. It reads 17 gold stars and 29 silver stars. How many stars in all? Let's start by circling our numbers, 17 and 29. Then we are going to underline what we're talking about. We are talking about stars. So we're going to underline all those words. And what are we going to box, friends? You're right, we are going to box our question or what we want to find out. And box any of those magic words that tell us what it is we're going to be doing in this problem. So, if you said in all, you are a rock star. In all tells us that we are going to be adding. We want to know how many stars altogether. It does not matter if the stars are gold or if they're silver. We just want to know how many stars. So we can start by drawing a picture to help us with this. So we know that this number is 17. We can start by drawing a 10 and some 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because there's a 7 in the 1s place and a 1 in the 10s place. 17. Then we are going to add 29. So we know there's a 2 in the 10s place. So we are going to draw 2 lines here. And what are we going to draw for our 1s? How many? You're right. We're going to draw 9 1s because there's a 9 in the 1s place. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we are going to practice regrouping just like we've been doing. So we need to find out if we can make a new 10 using our 1s. We know there are 10 1s in a 10, so that's what we're going to try and do right now. Let's count our 1s until we get to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've already used all of these. So that means that we can go ahead and create a new 10. So we're gonna bring this one down, bring those two down, and we made a new one using these ones. Now let's see how many ones we have left over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 ones is not enough to make 110, so we can just transfer these down here. Our 6 ones. So now let's count together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. So our answer is going to look like that. And we are talking about 46 stars. 17 plus 29 equals 46. And we showed our work here. For number 4, we're going to go ahead and practice using our number bonds again like we did yesterday. Our problem reads, find 13 plus 65, or 13 plus 65 equals. So we have some number bonds set up here. And what we know about the number 13 is that it has 110, which is 10. And it has 3 ones because there's a 3 in the ones place. So we're going to write that here. And when we look at 65, we know that 65 has 6 tens, or the number 60. And it also has 5 ones because there's a 5 in the ones place. So now all we are going to do is just add these numbers together. So we have 110 and 3 ones here in our first number, and we have 6 tens and 5 ones and 65 in this number bond. We are going to add this together and make sure these are lined up correctly. We are going to first add our tens. 110 plus 6 tens, or 1 plus 6, is 7, or 7 tens. And 3 ones plus 5 ones is 8 ones. We know 7 tens and 8 ones is written like this. Our answer is 78. 13 plus 65 equals 78. We showed that with our number bonds and with our words. Number 5. 48 circles and 35 squares. How many shapes in all? What is wrong? Explain. So let's start by circling our numbers. 48 and 35. We are going to underline what it is that we're talking about. We are talking about shapes, or circles and squares, mainly shapes. We are going to box our question. We want to know how many shapes in all. And there's another question here because I see another question mark. And it is, what is wrong? And any magic words that we see, if you said in all, you're a rock star. In all tells us that we were going to be adding. And our equation is going to be addition because we are adding. So when looking at this that's set up for us here, the answer that this person got was 7 tens and 13 ones, or 73. What is wrong? Explain. So we need to figure out what is wrong with this problem. So let's see. When they first added their tens, 4 plus 3, I think that they're right. 4 plus 3 is 7, right? If we have 4 and we add 3, that equals 7. So they're correct here. This is right. And let's see what they did with their ones here. 8 plus 5. If we have, this is 8. Let's add 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's add those all together and see if 13 is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's right too. So let's see why this is wrong. 7 tens looks like this, 70, and 13 ones looks like this. Because like we've shown with our number bonds, 13 has 1 10 and 3 ones. So what we're going to do now is add this all together. if we have 7 tens and we add 1 10, we get 8 tens. And then when we add our 3 ones, we get a 3. And let me show you the work for that. We have 7 tens, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're adding 1 10, and we have our 3 ones. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 81, 82, 83. The answer should be 83 to the tens. So they added these 3 ones here, but they forgot about the 110 here, which is what we did right here. They forgot about that. So the 3 ones were added to the tens instead of 13 ones. So 7 tens and 13 ones is equal to 83, and that's what I showed you here. So this is wrong. 65 plus 18. Find 65 plus 18, number 6. So here's what we can do. We are going to keep practicing regrouping so we can first draw our 65. So we need our tens first. Let's add these together. Our 6 tens and our 110. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's add another 10. 7. And now let's add our ones together. I'm going to use a different color so it's easier for you to see the difference between the tens and the ones. So we have 5 ones here. Let's add those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have 8 ones here. Let me add those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's add these all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or 70. Let's add our ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And what do we know about 13? We know that we could break it down. So we know that 13 has 1 10 and 3 ones. We could bring down our 70 as well. So now that we have 70 plus 10, or 7 tens plus 1 10, we know that's going to be 8 tens, or the number 80. And we still have these extras over here, our 3 ones. There's nothing in the ones place in 80, so we can just move that on over, and we get 83. 65 plus 18 equals 83. And finally, for our exit ticket, we need to show 2 ways to find 66 plus 16. So we know that we can use our words like we have been doing. We can start by doing our number 66, our 6 tens, and our 6 ones, plus our 110 and our 6 ones. Let's draw our line. Let's add our tens. 6 plus 1 is 7, or 7 tens, and 6 plus 6 is 12. You can use your fingers or draw a picture if you need to. We get 12 ones there, and we know that 12 can be broken down further. When we look at the number 12, we know it has 1 10 and 2 ones. So let's rewrite our problem like this. 70 plus 10, because of our 110 here, plus our 2 ones is equal to 70 plus 10, or 7 plus 1 is 8. 70 plus 10 is 80, plus 2. And like we've shown, 0 ones here, we can plug that 2 in. Our answer is 82. It does say show 2 ways to find 66 plus 16. We showed one way here, and now let's show another way. We can do it just like this. 66, let's do our quick drawing. I'm going to show you the ones and the tens to make it easier. Starting with the tens, we have 6 over here, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 1 here, and then we have 6 ones here, and 6 ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's go ahead and count these all together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Let's count our ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We know that we can regroup 10 of these ones to make a new 10. This is the number 12. I circled 10, I left 2, and I need to regroup these and add this 10 to this 10. So here's how we're going to add that. We know that 70 plus 10 is 80, or 7 plus 1 is 8, or 7 tens plus 1 10 is 8 tenths, or 80. And then we're going to add our 2 ones. We know this answer is 82, because 80 plus 2 equals 82. And is this the same answer we got here? It is. So we did show 2 ways to find 66 plus 16. I'm so proud of your hard work. If you have any questions, go ahead and watch the video again. See if you can answer them yourselves. Or if you still have questions, go ahead and email us or send a message on Remind. Thank you.